Today we're diving deep into the best forgotten, overlooked, and criminally underappreciated films of the decade. Some of these were ahead of their time, others got lost in the shuffle, and a few were just too strange for 1950s audiences to handle. If you love discovering hidden treasures, stick around until the end. And hey, if you appreciate the research that went into digging these up, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more under-the-radar greatness. Alright, let's rewind the reels and get started. Renoir, the French master behind Grand Illusion and The Rules of the Game, took a sharp turn into the unknown with this mesmerizing, poetic drama set in India. Shot in stunning Technicolor, The River follows a British girl coming of age against the backdrop of colonial India, complete with culture clashes, heartbreak, and some of the most painterly cinematography you'll ever see. Despite Renoir's pedigree, the film was too meditative for mainstream audiences, but Martin Scorsese swears by it. If you want something that feels like a dream wrapped in warm sunlight, give this one a shot. Leave it to Ida Lupino to direct a film about a guy who accidentally ends up with 2 wives and somehow make you feel bad for him. Edmund O'Brien plays a traveling salesman with a wife in San Francisco, Joan Fontaine, and another in Los Angeles, Ida Lupino herself. The tension here isn't from crime bosses or shootouts but from something far worse, moral ambiguity. Can a man love 2 women at the same time? Is he a scoundrel or just unlucky? For a film made in the 1950s, The Bigamist is shockingly modern in its refusal to pass easy judgment, making it a rare noir that prefers existential dread over gunfire. Directed by John Cromwell, this intense character study stars Kim Stanley as a troubled actress clawing her way to the top while struggling with deep-seated psychological wounds. The Goddess is a dark, biting critique of Hollywood's obsession with fame and the personal cost of success. With a performance that could go toe-to-toe with the best of Brando or Clift, Kim Stanley's portrayal of a woman unraveling under the pressures of stardom is remarkable. If you love films about the price of ambition, this one is essential viewing. Sure, you've seen every John Ford and Howard Hawks Western, but have you seen this brutal, psychological deconstruction of frontier masculinity? Van Heflin plays a rancher whose 2 sons take wildly different paths, one into law and the other into reckless violence. Think Red River, but meaner, nastier, and way less sentimental. The cinematography is breathtaking, the performances are top tier, and the whole thing feels like it was made in 1970 rather than 1958. A must-watch for anyone who thinks westerns are all about good guys in white hats. Before The Exorcist, there was Night of the Demon, a British horror film that makes you question whether evil is real or just in our minds. A skeptical American psychologist investigates a cult and soon finds himself tormented by an actual demon, or is he just losing it? Jacques Tourneur, the genius behind Cat People, directs with eerie restraint, and the film's monster, which the studio stupidly forced into the final cut, is somehow both goofy and terrifying. This one gets under your skin and stays there. Luis Buñuel never made a boring film, but this one slipped through the cracks. Our protagonist, Archibaldo, has a slight problem. Every time he fantasizes about murdering someone, they coincidentally die before he can do it. Is he cursed? Lucky? The universe's most ineffective killer? This dark comedy from Mexico is a twisted delight, blending Hitchcockian suspense with Buñuel's signature surrealism. If you like your humor pitch black and your movies unpredictable, put this on your list. Dan Duryea, best known for playing sleazy crooks, takes center stage in this feverish crime thriller about a jewel thief whose latest heist spirals out of control. This is noir in full meltdown mode, paranoia, betrayal, and existential dread oozing from every frame. The editing is jagged, the visuals are hypnotic, and the ending hits like a gut punch. If you want a heist film that feels like a bad dream, in the best way possible, this is the one. Ritwik Guttuk's masterpiece is a gut-wrenching drama about a self-sacrificing woman whose family takes advantage of her kindness until there's nothing left. The black-and-white cinematography is striking, the storytelling is raw, and the emotions hit harder than a runaway train. If you thought Bicycle Thieves was sad, you're in for a rough ride. This thriller takes place almost entirely in a bustling train station, where an outcast newspaper vendor grows obsessed with a beautiful woman. The drama soon twists into something much darker. The cinematography is dazzling, the tension is high, and the ending unforgettable. If you want proof that Egyptian cinema deserves way more recognition, start here. Keisuke Kinoshida's film is a breathtaking adaptation of a Japanese legend about a village where the elderly are taken to the mountains to die once they reach 70. Told through theatrical, stylized visuals, it's both poetic and brutal. If you want something that feels like an ancient fable brought to life with striking colors and deep emotional weight, this is it. There you have it, 10 films from the 1950s that deserve way more love. Which ones have you seen? Which ones did we miss? Let us know in the comments, and if you want more deep dives into forgotten cinema, check out our playlists. See you in the next video.